Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, students. Again, this is Professor Murphy coming to you from Washington, D.C., and I have another quick video for you about sections 2 and 3 of the network design proposal. And I'm grouping these two together because honestly, these two parts are a lot easier and a lot shorter, I think, than part 1 is. So we're just going to blow through both of them very quickly. Again, you go to the content section. We'll scroll down to project instructions, and they'll bring you to the project instructions page. So once we scroll down, we're going to head here to parts 1 through 3, network design proposal parts 1 through 3. And we'll go to network addressing here. It says in this section, address each of the following. 1, watch the How to Subnet Network video in Content Project Instructions. So you're going to go back to the Content Project Instructions page, scroll all the way down, and watch the Subnet Network video. Review the network address template provided in Content Project Instruction Project Templates parts 1 through 3. And then complete the subnet chart provided at the end of the document. So the first video, I actually also have a video that I'll be posting along with this one that you can check out and get more of an understanding of what subnetting is and why it's used and how to do it. But you can also watch this video as well. But then once we go into the network design proposal document, we're going to scroll all the way through part 1 down here to part 2. And so you'll start getting information about subnetting, and it says we've been assigned this network address 199.1.2.0. And again, this is a public address space. We technically we should not be using this in a real environment. You would not be using this to address your internal devices, your computers, your network devices, whatever. You would not be using a publicly addressable space internally. You'll be using private address space. But again, since this is just an example, we're going to be using what UMUC has given us. This is a Class C address space. Gives you a little bit more about subnet masks, what they are. Here's about CIDR notation, the classless interdomain routing or CIDR notation, and then a little bit of background of the layout. Gives you a little bit of methodology. So basically is walking you through the subnetting. Now, here is the part that I am looking for right here. All I need from you as the student is to fill out this this chart. Now, there's a couple of main things to look at here. First off, Classroom 1 is done for you. Classroom 4 and 5 are both done for you as well. No need to change anything there. All you're going to be doing is filling in these little blanks. Now, the other thing, this subnet mask, the subnet mask here is the subnet mask for each of these networks. Each one of these networks is going to be the same exact size, so we'll have the same exact subnet mask. So this is not the subnet mask of the entire network that we are given. We were given a Class C, which is a 255.255.255.0. That is not the subnet mask we are looking for. We are looking for the subnet mask for each one of these networks. And that's about it. Once you have filled that out, just submit that, and if everything is correct, you get 100%. If not, I will try to edge you in the way of the correct answer. I'm going to do everything I can to not give away the correct answers, but we'll definitely help you out to figure out what exactly is incorrect. Now, the overview does talk about this Wi-Fi network and how you can use a private IP range for that network. Don't worry about IPing the Wi-Fi network. It's not part of the chart. It's not really, there's no place to really put that in the chart. So don't worry about actually giving an IP range for the Wi-Fi network. I still want to see the Wi-Fi network in your network design. It needs to be there, but I don't need to see the actual network, the IP range that you're given for the network. So now for part 3, almost done. Part 3, we have, it says in the section, address each of the following. Identify network services needed. List additional servers and or network devices needed to implement this network. 3, list network security measures to be implemented. And then 4, justify the need for network services, security measures, and the devices you've selected. So first off, let's go back here to the network design proposal. So down here in part 3, it says down here there need to be, and these are the types of network services we're looking for. There needs to be DHCP, DNS, file services, Active Directory, and you can use some other services that might come into play as well. And that just depends on whatever you think might be necessary for the organization. These are some good starters, but I think there's some other things that you can mention as well. And again, as a justification, it does say, please provide examples as to why these servers are needed and what role they play. And when it comes to the role that they play, I need very good specificity. So, for example, I've gotten in the past, reasoning for DNS to be because it allows people to get on the internet. It's not really true. It's kind of true, but it's really not accurate at all, and I won't give credit for that sort of answer. So make sure that whatever reasoning that you're giving for the server, when you're describing the role of the server on the network, make sure that you're using the correct language and that you're describing its purpose accurately. Security measures. Network security measures, it says provide an outline network security measures needed in the design, and that is including training. Training is a big point for me, so make sure you're talking about training your users, training your staff, that sort of stuff. Monitoring, maintenance, procedures, etc., etc. Network security measures do not include firewall, IDS, IPS, etc., etc. Those things would go into the security devices that were in part 1. So make sure that this is more your processes that you would go through to help secure your network, not so much the devices themselves. And yeah, that's basically what we're looking for. So yeah, here we go. It says discuss patching. What type of firewall rules you would be using, what types of antivirus. I even think antivirus shouldn't be in here. That should be going in part 1 as well. But that's kind of the idea. Is network security measures is more about the types of security procedures that you have, the training, the monitoring, the maintenance, that sort of stuff. So make sure you focus on that and not the actual devices that you're using. Devices should be used in part 1 of your network design proposal. And that's about it. Again, remember that for each section in not in part 2, but for each section in part 3, you should provide not just reiterating the business needs, but also the proposal and the justification for why your proposal is the best possible solution. And again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to send me an email, or you can come here in the discussions and send your question here in the Ask Questions Here section. But until next time, guys, if you have any questions, again, feel free to let me know. But until next time, we will see you in Leo. Have a great night, and we'll see you then. Peace.